Hi besties, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going over all of the books I want to read in July. If you hear commotion in the background, I am sorry. Utah is currently on fire right now, but I do think that there is a rainstorm coming. It just came out of nowhere. I was not expecting to not have daylight and sunlight because that's normally when I film. I film when there's a lot of sun out, so I don't have to use random lighting around the apartment. Right now I have an IKEA lamp that sits on my counter and that's on. My TV light backlight is on and my hallway light because I don't have good lighting right now. I don't have a ring light because I've never really needed one. I have a lot of windows in the apartment and it's almost always sunny here. But right now, as I said, Utah is on fire. There's big fires going around everywhere and I think it's gloomy and dusty and rainy. So there's some weird creaking going around. There's really high winds. I think it'll probably start raining in 10 minutes, but who knows? It's Utah weather. I feel like the meteorologists don't even really know. Nonetheless, we are here today to talk about the books I want to read in July. I haven't put too much thought behind this, so I don't really know how many books I have. This is kind of going to be me spitballing things I want to read and just talking about them a little bit from memory. As always, let's start with the series I'm in the middle of and we'll be continuing because I start off with those because I just don't want to spoil anything for those who haven't read them. It's just easier because we get them out of the way first. So one of the books I do want to read in July is book 7 of the Dungeon Crawler Carl series, and that is, I think, called The Inevitable Ruin. I am very excited for this one. I am nervous. I only have an hour left of Dungeon Crawler Carl, the 6th book called The Eye of the Bedlam Bride, and I am loving it. I feel my heart wrenching quite a bit. I know you guys hear me say this in almost every video because I'm always talking about this series, but it is so good. I definitely recommend it to people. It is a top series for me for the year so far, and yeah, I just highly recommend it. It is a hoot and a half and it gets more serious as the books go on. So if you get into that first book and you're like, this is a complete joke, what is this? Why is there so much cringy humor? Trust me, there's a purpose for it and we understand it as the books go on. And I actually think that is the only series I'm going to be continuing in July. I'm trying to think. There's a lot of series I want to start and I'm nervous about starting too many series at once. I don't know, I don't like to start and be in too many because I just feel I'm too spread thin. But I do kind of want to make a video one day where it's finishing all the series I'm in the middle of. And I am in the middle of a few. I'm in the middle of the From Blood and Ash series by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I also have another series from her that I'm in the middle of. I don't know what it's called. I think it's the Covenant series. I read Half-Blood maybe a year ago, and I have the other 2 books. I do like that series. I just haven't gotten to the point of continuing it. What else am I in the middle of? Not much else right now, but that's going to change in the next couple months. After my vacation, there are multiple series that I plan on starting and soon. And it's serious. I'm excited but nervous because it's how am I going to balance it all? But we'll figure it out. I guess speaking of Dire Bound, I would like to try to read Fury Bound, which is the 2nd book in that trilogy. I'm not done with the 1st book yet. I am hoping to finish it by the end of June. I am about 14 chapters in. I am vlogging that, so that's kind of why I'm taking it a little bit slower. I haven't filmed. I've been trying to finish Dungeon Crawler Carl and also just get caught up on my business stuff, and I have a lot of revamping I actually need to do for the business soon, so there's just so many things I need to do and not enough time. But I will say I am enjoying Dire Bound so far. I can see how it is very similar to Fourth Wing, but I am liking it. I feel the female main character isn't obnoxious to me. I think I've seen some people comment on her and just not liking her as much, but I do think she is a bit sheltered in her growing up, and she had to take on a parental role very quickly and very young. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if my opinion changes. Then the 3rd book I want to read is actually a book I don't know yet because I haven't had my book club meeting. That is a book I need to read. I feel I always forget to mention this book in every TBR video that I have done so far, but I do have a book club on Discord. If you want to join it, the link is in the description. You do have to be 18 plus to join, okay? I don't want minors in my space, at least in like a space where I can directly hang out and talk to them. Just, internet safety. But we will be spinning the wheel for that in our next meeting, which is in a couple days, I assume. So if I figure out that book before I edit this video, I will just put a screenshot of the book here. And speaking of starting series and not really wanting to, I am actually going to start a series, and that is the Shatter Me series by, oh my gosh, I actually don't know how to say her name, but Miss Mafi. I will look this up after I film this because I should probably know, because I assume I will be talking a lot more about this series. This is a dystopian book that features a girl named Juliet, and she has like a touch of fatality. Like, she touches people, they die. And the dystopian world that she lives in has plans to use her for like nefarious gains, I believe. And she doesn't have freedom, and she wants that freedom. So she's finding the strength to do so. And this is a whole series, and people love this. This is, I believe, YA, so I do need to remember to go in to this with like the mindset of it being YA. I've had this book for a really long time, and as I was looking at my bookshelf for like physical books to read for July, I decided to pick this one up just because it seems a little short. Okay, like it's not too much of commitment, and I don't know, like I've just had this book for probably 2 years now. Like, it's been a long time. Now, as I mentioned a bit earlier, I am going on vacation in July. I am going to Myrtle Beach with my family, and I'm so excited about it. I haven't been to a beach in a couple years, so I do have a couple of beachy reads that I'm bringing to the beach, so I can just read for the week. So I'm bringing 2 books to the beach, and I'm so excited because I feel like this is like the perfect time for me to read them on the beach when I'm baking in the sun. I can envision myself being there right now. I can smell the salt in the air and the books in my hand. The first book I want to read is Problematic Summer Romance by Ali Hazelwood. This can be read as a standalone, but this does feature characters from her Not in Love book, and I have already read that, so look at me go. This is about Maya Kilgore, who is a 23-year-old grad student who is like literally trying to figure out her whole life. Then there's Connor Harkness, who is a 38-year-old like biotech engineer type of guy, and she cannot stop thinking about that. But he consistently reminds her of their like power dynamic and imbalance because she is Connor's best friend's little sister, and like she's hands off. And also there's an age gap, okay? But this is like so cliche. It's like the like younger woman, older guy, like he's so successful, she's trying to figure out her life, and just anything between them would be problematic. But her bigger brother is getting married overseas for like a week, and so they're in this like sexy little villa, and they're in like close quarters, so it's forced proximity. There's a beautiful coast, ancient ruins, delicious food, and you know what? Connor's hiding something from her, and she's going to figure it out. And I am so excited for this. I think this is going to be perfect for me to read on the beach. Like, come on. Problematic summer romance. Like, it's absolutely perfect. I am so excited. And I just love Ali Hazelwood. I think she is getting better the more that she writes, especially her paranormal romance books. Like, I love Bride and Mate and Bound so bad. She needs to write more. I don't want to say this is the last book, but I feel like it might be because I don't really have anything else in my head. But that book is Cowboy Casual by Holly Renee, and this is a highly anticipated read for me because, I mean, just look at the cover alone. It's absolutely gorgeous. Brittany Keller did this. Obviously, I love Brittany Keller, and I am obsessed. Like, these are 2 very hot people in the cover, and I want to read this very bad. This is about Blair, and she left her small town 10 years ago, but Colt is still thinking about her and has always thought about her, and she is now coming back home because she has a failed engagement. She's hiding out in her grandma's like strawberry farm, and you know, anytime they're in a room, that chemistry never left, and I am just, you know what, really excited. I feel like that's all I need to say about the book. I love cowboy romances. Like, I love Lila Sage. She is the like author that got me into cowboy romances, and I've been wanting to read more. And so when I saw this cover, and then there's a second book with a similar cover, I'm like, okay, I think I need to read the series because I've heard nothing but good things about this book. So I have high hopes for it. This may not be like a specific beach type of theme read, but it does feel a little bit summery. I mean, look at her skirt. We're talking about a strawberry farm. Like, I just feel like this is fine. Like, it's perfect. And I don't really care because I want to read this when I have no worries. I want to read it when I'm not dealing with work. I don't know if I will actually be able to read 2 books while I'm on vacation, but my fingers are crossed in doing so. I will also be taking my Kindle during my vacation because I will be flying across the country. So that will be like a little bit of time for me to read. I assume I'll probably read Inevitable Ruin by Matt Denham-Middlenair. But if I finish that, then I am like thinking about reading Yesteryear by Clara Care Burke. I think that's the author's name. I can't remember. But I do want to read that. I think I just want to read that on my Kindle. So I think that will be my next Kindle read after Dungeon Crawler Carl. But yeah, I think that's all of the books that I'm going to talk about today for July. I feel like this was a little bit more like sporadic and scattered brain just because I didn't have things listed out like I normally do. Normally I go into these like very prepared, but today I didn't. I kind of forgot I planned on filming today and I don't have any other like free days in which I can film before this needs to go out. So you get a little bit of sporadicness from me today. Sorry. Nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider subscribing and giving it a thumbs up. It helps me out a lot. Let me know what books that you plan on reading in July because I am interested. I am intrigued. And if you guys want to follow me on any social media, my links are in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.